book of notes. First I ever wrote, shorty, the whole black posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social I posted. I'm like, ride it, I can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my sugar. You just heard that he died on the last Friday. How about your feelings, how about their feelings? Go high up the ceiling, I want you to get me. Come slide with me. I got a feeling, get it cracking.
Live from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Washington Nationals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ballpark.
Shohei Ohtani leading things off and takes a strike. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
Got him swinging. 1 out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Betts.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Betts playing up the middle at short, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 1 out, bases empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. His 4th home run of the season. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And another ball. Gore. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Well struck, right field. That's back there. And that ball is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Close, but called the ball. Ball one. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Yeah, there's a ball. Gore. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff. He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
Will Smith to the plate. First pitch just misses. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Hernandez over at first with one away.
Two balls, one strike.
Line drive. Wood puts it away for the out. And there are two down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Enrique Hernandez stands in now and watches strike one.
One ball, one strike.
This one in the dirt. Swings through that one for strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss it.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And now a man into scoring position.
Getting the out was never going to be easy. The wild pitch outside made things very difficult behind the plate, and it turned into a stolen base opportunity.
He goes down looking. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. And starting in this one, Dustin May.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Now, Ahmed Rosario. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
That clips the corner.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a swing and a miss, and one away.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a ball popped up. Fair ball.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Swing and a miss.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Big Red picks up the K.
Batting fourth.
Here's C.J. Abrams now.
C.J. Abrams.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And now two aboard.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Garcia went deep in his most recent game. Going away.
0-1's the count.
Two on, two outs.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game. So the Nats leave a pair. They trail it here 2-0.
Now, write down, write your feelings out loud, on a song loud, put my words in style, find out why my people are crying out, reach out with hip-hop, skateboarders, your crowd.
Top of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Muncy with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Gore back to work. And that one hammered. That's back there. And gone! He circles the bases. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 3-0. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs, that's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Yeah, there's the strike.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company. So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Lowe makes the grab, one away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Here comes Chris Taylor. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And that drops in for a strike. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the batting order turns over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Went down on strikes his first time through. And ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
There's a strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's Mookie now. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Turns and fires the Betts. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Ouch, that one drilled him. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's already homered here in this one. And that drops in for a strike. Traffic on the bases with one already in here at the top of the second. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Got him. Good job at damage control right there. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0.
Going, yeah, we in goal mode. Going, yeah, we in goal mode.
Yeah, we in goal mode, never going slow mo.
Going, we in goal mode. Going, we in goal mode.
We head to the bottom of the second. Now here is James Wood.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
First offering and it just misses.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
The 1-0. Fought off foul. May delivers. Hammer, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now up for Washington, Stone Garrett.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
That's off the mark, and that is ball one. Wood gets his lead at first, nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Runner on the move. The other way. That's a base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Batting eight, the third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well done, drives in the run. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, no outs. Ruiz, the next to hit. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
He was late there, strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Right through there for a strike. Tying run is at first. You're in game one of this 3-game set. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
May fires. Swing and a ground ball. Betts. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game.
I wasn't thinking about doing something like trying to get my music out, 'cause it mattered to me, and I knew that.
Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Fastball for a strike at 95. Next offering is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Hot shot to third. Tosses across to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
And a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a ball line to center. Young makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. He was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner. That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Kike Hernandez. Struck out looking his first time. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty.
That's a ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And, boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Two down, nobody on. That's off the mark. Now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that one is in for a strike at 95. 3-2 now. On the outside corner, got him looking. Dodgers down in order, and the score stays 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
That misses. 1-1. Fastball for a strike. The pitch. On the ground to the left. And that chance handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Tremendous stop right there. Impressive, but just a little tardy on the exchange. And with good speed going up the line, that cost him. Great hustle for the infield hit.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Not even close there. Ball 1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swing and a foul out of play. Young aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
fouled off, and they'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets under it and pops it up. Betts makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, C.J.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Into center. Edmonds sprinting for this one. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down.
Now
Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Garcia.
Ground ball left side. They take the force out. That is the inning. So 1 left for Washington, and they still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Jackson Rutledge.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Muncy digs in.
This is a batter right here who really produces in these night games, and we saw the latest example of it in his first AB.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Up the middle. Abrams tosses to first. They get the out on Muncy.
Now batting, second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1 so far. Rutledge, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Activity in the bullpen. Number 68 looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Ferrer warming up as well. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Chris Taylor. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
comes up empty. That's strike two.
More and more guys are
0-2 the
looking to
count.
slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing at a high fly ball right field. And that is that. Back here in Nationals
Leading up
Park,
for
here's the left
Washington,
fielder,
the left
James
fielder,
Wood.
James Wood.
That's through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Edman puts it away for the out. One down.
Up next for the Nationals, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Stone Garrett. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-2.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Down, runner at third. DeYoung digs in now. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That's a little high. And that's ball 1. Garrett stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch downstairs, 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to
Now
get the swing and
batting,
miss.
the
It
catcher,
wasn't a great
Cooper.
location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Damn.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. May comes set. And that one fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Now a fly ball to right center. Hernandez ranging after it. And that ends the inning. Nationals lead 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
Yeah, we made it. Welcome to the celebration. And this is word to the haters. We never stop it. Shout out to all of you haters. Thank you for watching.
Back in Washington, D.C., and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Rutledge back to work. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That's down and in. That one misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. This one smacked out to left center. Wood makes the grab, 1 down.
Now back, the shortstop.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
1 down, base is empty. And that is out of play. And
1 ball,
Mookie takes.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's hard hit on the line. Got him! Nice grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Edman in the box again, takes a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Strike on the inside corner, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Young sizing this one up, brings it in for the 3rd out.
Yeah, get up, let the groove soothe, yeah, then let the beat smooth, you get up, let the groove soothe, you get, then let the beat smooth, you get up. So many things I try to say when I'm right.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the DH, Ahmed Rosario. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. This one in the air. Hernandez One up, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Now
Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Young.
Jacob Young now at the plate. He's 2 for 2.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Nationals down by a pair. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a slow roller. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job
Now
of
batting,
keeping the
first
ball
baseman,
out of the air,
Yes,
lets the
that's
defense
Lowe.
work behind him with another ground ball.
Lowe.
Good execution.
Nathaniel Lowe will hit next.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nationals go quietly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Hernandez.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I
Now
think he
batting,
choked up a little bit, maybe
Will
spread out, but he
Smith.
got the job done right there.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out. High fly ball out to left field. Wood settles underneath it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The first baseman, number 8, Kike Hernandez.
Here's Kike Hernandez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Liner, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
That one off the mark. Ball 1.
Well, no count.
Ball
Look for
1,
him
no
to be
strike.
aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Late with the swing there.
Love to see it. Power
ball, 1
versus
strike.
power right there.
And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
1 out. Runners at first and second. That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. the strikeout looking. And a big sigh of relief from the mound with that called third strike. Miguel Rojas getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike. First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that drops in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
DJ Abram.
The right-hander back to work. And that one is in the dirt. And that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's going to be Luis Garcia. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Out to short, Betts. Fires across the diamond, and that quickly 2 away.
The left fielder, number 29,
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 2. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Next to hit, Stone Garrett.
The right fielder.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Next offering is in for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for Los
getting
Angeles,
started.
the
And
left
at the plate
fielder,
for the
number 3,
Dodgers, Chris Taylor.
Taylor.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Smoked on the ground, a second. Over to Lowe. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 3 in this one. That's
Ball, that's
outside,
off the plate.
and it's 1-0. Called strike right there.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. A little bit low,
Ball 2.
and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Fastball is outside. And that's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome.
Up next
It wasn't an
is
intentional
the
walk,
shortstop,
but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here's Mookie now. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
There's a strike to Mookie. That's
Ball,
inside.
inside.
And the count is 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now
The
1
center
out.
fielder,
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Tommy Edman at the plate. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Close, but called a ball. Now 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in, and they're up by 4.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jackson Rutledge out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
On to pitch now for the Nationals, number 68.
Kevin Redford.
One out, runner at second. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Edman, the runner at second with 1 away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
That one out to right. Garrett has this one sized up, brings it in, and that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
See, every time you see me.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Nationals doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
The 0-2. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. That one hops against the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next to hit for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz. Towards first. He steps on the bag, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ahmed Rosario.
And next is the designated hitter, Ahmed Rosario. Fastball for a strike. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. This one in the air, right field. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Jacob Young
Now
digging
batting,
in for the
center
Nationals.
fielder, Jacob.
Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. In there at the knees, strike one.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
To the right side. Slings to first, and that is that. So 1 left for Washington. They're down 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Kike Hernandez at the plate.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
The third baseman, number 13, Max.
Here's Max Muncy. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Just missed. Nobody out. Runner at first. Missed with a changeup. Ball 2. Right through there for a strike. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And that one fouled off. That misses, and the count even 1-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Ground ball could be 2. To second, Abrams. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Chris Taylor now. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball one there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 3. Shohei Ohtani to bat next. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now here is Shohei Ohtani. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Corners are occupied with 2 down.
That's a ball.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is outside.
2 strikes. Three-two.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Mookie Betts would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
3-2 now. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
2 outs, bases full. Mookie Betts now at the plate.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Whoa, that's down.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Struck him out looking. They leave him loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Nats 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The first baseman, not that young.
Just wanna see that thing on your face. Funk up the place. We just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the bass. we about to go? What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control. We can take this ride, go faster or slow.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Kirby Yates.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now it's complex, baby, what's next?
Yeah. La 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 la. So with the purpose there is a reason, and then if I retreat, then I'm worthless pulling the trees, and man I wanna be blameless, strange and unashamed, about as tame as a flame is, timid as a lion, quiet as a hurricane is. Read it on my tombstone, dude wasn't playing, written with exclamations. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. La. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Feels so good. Yeah.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Yates, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. The 0-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Edman in position. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Nationals, the shortstop, CJ.
Up now for Washington, C.J. Abrams. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off.
Aye.
Soft contact in the air. That's a hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad
second
jump.
baseman,
Those small
Luis
moments can be costly.
Garcia.
Runner on at first with one gone. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that is downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Next pitch is outside. Abrams at first, 1 gone. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The left fielder, number 29.
Now the left fielder, James Wood.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Ball 1, no strikes. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
And now up for Washington, Stone Garrett. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. On a line. Reaching down and makes the grab.
Now batting, the third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Now here is Paul DeYoung. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Tying run at the plate. And another ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in. Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 5-2. Back after this on the show.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a bit.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose A. Ferrer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Tommy Edman.
That one's in there. 0-1. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. DJ Hers preparing to come on if needed. Short hop liner handled it short. Abrams tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Now back, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez. That clips the zone. Strike one. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And a strike in there. Oh, he botches it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Will Smith.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a chopper out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they come away without an out. Kike Hernandez digs in now. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Smith off of first with 2 away.
Let's go, DC.
Splits the plate. That is strike 2. Right through there. Got it. Third out. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Nationals 2. Back here in Nationals Park. Last chance for the home team. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, K-Bert Ruiz. A new arm into the game, the righty, Blake Trinan.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Look up, there's more to us than just a crust. The subfloor in the basement laying underneath the dust. The foundation of human nature's faith is just a trust. But the snake continues constricting my airwaves till they're crushed.
Surrounded by sleepwalkers, the walking dead hanging from threads, marionettes with talking heads, going over the dome with one chopper leaving floored, even the store without pulling the tech out the drawer.
Wake up call, the alarm is going off, nobody listening at all. The phone is ringing off the wall. Hit the snooze button, fall. Back asleep, what they say it isn't deep. On the surface, baby, babies never playing it for keeps. Trying to walk before you crawl. Check it out.
I wasn't kicked in with a lip ring, but your hips swing and dumb. Looking at the way that you dance, I wanna know where you
And strike one to the catcher. On the ground right side. Hernandez takes it himself, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ahmed Rosario.
So now the DH spot, Ahmed Rosario. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are. He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. Outside, and that is ball 4.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Just missed.
Boogan, the one thing about that is
1-0.
speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Swings through the sweeper. The Dodgers leading by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
The first baseman, number 33.
Nathaniel Lowe will hit next as the Nationals are down to their final out. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that's strike 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Trinan is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Every night they come to play, and they've racked up a really impressive win streak to this point. To win this many games in a row, you have to be at least a little lucky, but more than that, you have to execute. We're seeing that from them right now.
And your final score, 5-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.